In the 26th century, an alliance of extraterrestrial species formed the Covenant, driven by a belief that the Halo ringworld superweapon holds the key to salvation. Deeming humanity an offense to their deities, they launch a genocidal campaign. In 2552, in the human colony, Madrigal, Quan, and her companions explore the woods in search of a plant for recreational use. Amidst their quest, Quan, alarmed by a noise, investigates and stumbles upon a landed ship with blazing lights in a cavern. Panicking, she warns her friends, but the enemy strikes first, initiating a deadly pursuit. As they flee, Quan, the lone survivor, signals an insurrectionist outpost for help. The outpost gears up for defense as Quan races to safety, narrowly making it inside before the entrance seals shut. She alerts her father to the unconventional attackers, but he dismisses her warnings and instructs her to hide among the civilians. The outpost falls under enemy assault, with aliens disregarding humanity's basic weapons. Witnessing the carnage, Quan ventures out in search of her father, narrowly avoiding a fatal encounter when an alien breaches the shelter. A timely arrival of Spartans, genetically enhanced soldiers, turns the tide, showcasing their superior prowess. As Quan seeks refuge, an alien pursues her, only to be thwarted by Master Chief. A false sense of victory shatters when an unexpected survivor attacks, claiming Quan's father. The Spartans, mourning the losses, depart to confront the remaining threat. Quan, left alone, resolves to follow them, discovering the Covenant's excavation purpose. In a surreal encounter, Master Chief touches an alien relic, revealing a fleeting illusion. Pursuing the elusive alien, they are blindsided as it escapes, leaving Quan unconscious and disappearing into the horizon aboard its ship. At the United Nations Space Command, UNSC, Dr. Halsey persuades Admiral Panicking to let her study the relic instead of stowing it away. Panicking notices Halsey's secret project and demands its disposal. Inside a room, Halsey hesitates over a capsule containing a mysterious body. In the Covenant Command Center, the Hierarch visits Makee, the human they raised as the Blessed One, surprised to learn another can activate the relic. Meanwhile, Quan wakes in a Spartan ship and is asked by a hologram of Dr. Miranda to warn the colonies about the Covenant threat. Quan, skeptical after a life of propaganda, demands freedom for her colony. Master Chief discovers a dark connection with Quan. He killed her mother. As tensions rise, orders to eliminate Quan reach Master Chief, prompting him to disable security cameras. Panicking, furious, learns the relic restored Master Chief's memories. In an attempt to regain control, Halsey reduces oxygen to 0, but Master Chief ensures Quan's survival. Panicking, intolerant of insubordination, orders the Marines to destroy the approaching ship. Armed and mistrustful, Quan confronts Master Chief, believing he tried to kill her. In a bid to earn her trust, John reveals his face to Quan. Together, they decide to escape, manually piloting the ship, but an enemy cannon intercepts, causing a crash. Faced with pursuing soldiers, John touches the relic again, experiencing a vision of his family and younger self drawing it. The relic unleashes an energy wave, disabling the base's power and weapons. Despite the setback, the ship gains extra power, enabling John and Quan to flee. A flashback portrays John's past, resisting escape with Soren, who laments the loss of his arm due to experiments. In the present, John introduces Quan to slip space travel, navigating through an asteroid field. They discover the Rubble, an outlaw space station, where an older Soren reveals a bounty on Quan. Simultaneously, the UNSC debates terminating John, but Halsey, opposing Panicking, unveils the Cortana program. Human evolution brings transformative phases, allowing AI implantation into Spartans for enhanced control, approved by Panicking in a reluctant Cortana test trial. In Madrigal, Grath eliminates rebels tied to Quan's father, disrupting her surveillance. John, Quan, and Soren unveil the relic, yet Soren's touch yields no response. Reth, a former Covenant captive, clarifies the relic's religious significance, only activating for the Blessed Ones. John, one such individual, triggers a pulsating energy wave, prompting a traumatic flashback. Reth urges destruction to thwart the Covenant's plan. Disturbed, John seeks UNSC assistance, leaving Quan in Soren's care. Arrested upon reaching the base, Halsey studies the relic. A flashback reveals a tragic incident on planet Oben, foretelling the present where Makee, a survivor, vows to find John and the relic for the Covenant. Meanwhile, Halsey activates a hidden clone in the lab. After a profound discussion to affirm the clone's cognitive health, Halsey guides John to a lab, urging him to undergo a unique procedure for a battlefield return. A needle extracts the clone's brain through her eye, transplanted into John's head as she vaporizes. Cortana, the emerging AI, aspires to integrate with John for peak performance. Restricted initially, Halsey prioritizes relic testing. Despite initial discomfort with a voice in his head, John touches the relic, revealing childhood memories. Cortana's access is hampered during the connection. John, prompted by Cortana, removes his emotional regulator, unknowingly observed by teammate Kai. While exploring with newfound emotions, John revisits the relic, witnessing childhood drawings hinting at a buried artifact on Eridanus II, his uninhabited birthplace, ravaged by a virus. Encountering Halsey, John confides in her, and together they decide to journey to Eridanus II for answers. A Covenant starcraft appears, surprising them by not attacking. Establishing communication, a desperate woman, revealed as Maki, lures soldiers into an ambush with alien worms, eliminating them. Learning of Grath's control over her home planet, Quan persuades Soren to take her back to Madrigal. Meanwhile, Kai follows John's example, removing her emotional regulator and altering her appearance. Miranda calls John's team to test the relic, yielding no results. Halsey and John reach Eridanus II, unearthing childhood drawings. Memories flood back, unveiling a cavern exploration with a young John and Halsey. In the present, they locate the second relic in a desert cavern. Meanwhile, Soren and Quan reach Madrigal, discovering a subdued populace under Grath's rule after attending her father's memorial. Amidst the chaos in Madrigal, Quan's outburst attracts the guards' attention. Soren, unable to reclaim his ship, joins Quan in a quest to find her aunt for funds. Attacked in the market, Soren defends them, and Quan's aunt intervenes. However, Quan's hope diminishes when her aunt reveals the depleted funds consumed by her father's misguided revolution. An assassin sent by Grath kills the aunt, prompting Soren's intervention. Escaping on a stolen bike, they race into the desert. The bike fails, leading to Quan's temporary capture, but she surprises Soren, escaping. A flashback reveals a young John impressing Halsey at a special school. In the present, Miranda, Jacob's daughter, arrives at Eridanus II, joining Halsey in setting up a base. Halsey warns John about the relic's potent power, and upon leaving the cavern, he recognizes the changed Kai's actions. John reprimands Kai for her irreversible decision, sidelining her from battle. Efforts to access the rock for the second relic result in a debilitating sound wave. Maki, sensing it in Madrigal caves, discovers the relic's location. As the protective barrier shatters, John disobeys orders, encountering a traumatic memory of Halsey's Spartan program abduction. Amid the chaos, a Covenant spacecraft attacks, causing losses. Miranda and Halsey assist evacuations. In the intense battle, Kai freezes, becoming a target. John intervenes, but distractions lead to the Covenant seizing the relic. Maki feigns release, and John confines Halsey. Testing Cortana's limits, John simulates a lethal situation, but intervenes last minute. Maki discloses her Covenant past, revealing the relic's location in the Aspero star system. Skeptical, John learns they share a unique connection as Blessed Ones. Disturbed, he leaves, while Jacob tracks the unexplored Aspero system, and Parangoski pressures Halsey for a detailed report, intending to make her the scapegoat. John takes charge of the interrogation, pressing Halsey to confess her controversial Spartan program. Halsey admits to replacing kidnapped children with clones for augmentation experiments, concealing the truth to protect Jacob and Parangoski. Miranda overhears, grappling with the revelation. Frustrated, John confronts Miranda, planning to test Maki's connection to the relic. Visiting Kai, he reveals the harsh reality, urging her recovery. Parangoski dismisses Halsey, appointing Miranda. An anxious John seeks a health check, experiencing a vision of Quan. Miranda confronts Halsey, who, pretending remorse, regains access to the Spartan program. With newfound access, Miranda discovers John and Maki share rare genetic codes. As John struggles, Maki explains the relic's impact and offers assistance. Simultaneously, Halsey covertly regains access to Cortana, while John persuades Miranda to let him test Maki's claims by touching the relic again. In her chamber, Maki senses imminent danger, subduing her guard. When John and Maki touch the relic, seizures ensue. Amid unsettling memories, they find themselves on a mountain field within the Halo Ring, synchronized vitals intact. The vision ends with John touching Maki. In Madrigal, Quan crosses the desert in a jeep, recalling her family. Encountering a sandstorm, she observes a peculiar shadow before being knocked out. Among the mystics, Quan meets Desiderata, revealing her transformative journey. Desiderata discloses Quan's ancestors' discovery of vital fuel in the desert, altering her reality with a transformative flame. Quan reappears in John's ship, landing in the desert, welcomed by Reth at the mystic camp. A surreal vision unfolds as Quan repeatedly fights John, only for her life to reset. Exasperated, she questions John's intent, prompting him to reveal a unique portal powered by Madrigal's soil. It becomes Quan's duty to protect it. Quan, now the protector, explores the outpost, discovering Soren fulfilling his promise. Surrounded by Grath's forces, she orchestrates a daring plan, causing a massive explosion. Post-rain, Soren bids farewell. Meanwhile, Halsey and Cortana discuss John's improved health, contemplating the Covenant's pursuit of Halo. Devastating news prompts John to propose using Makee and the Relic to locate the Covenant base. After sharing the plan, John and Makee's relationship deepens. As John sleeps, Makee, seeking freedom, removes her hidden weapon. The next morning, Jacob relays Parangoski's order for Halsey to depart by noon. Using a special lens, Halsey contacts Makee, expressing fears of the UNSC's misuse of the relics and Halo, leading to humanity's ruin. She urges Makee to persuade John to steal the relic. Makee recalls the Covenant's godhood promise and hangs up. Unfazed, Halsey invokes Zed Protocol, cutting off the Spartans' chain of command and ordering them to capture John, Makee, and the relic. Kai is skeptical and is subdued. Miranda, discovering an alien audio with Makee's voice, rushes to warn others, while Cortana alerts John to the impending trap. Disconnected, Halsey loses control. Makee informs Jacob and Parangoski, but Miranda intervenes, branding Makee as the adversary. Swiftly subdued, guards use weapons to burn Makee, invoking childhood trauma. Seeking revenge, she activates the relic, incapacitating Spartans and guards, and transporting her and John to the ring. Farewelling John, Makee vanishes. Returning to chaos, John learns Makee departed with the relic. Spartans rally, Kai confronts Halsey, and Makee escapes on a spacecraft. Halsey's ship crashes as John deciphers a Covenant prophecy, revealing a hidden planet. Retrieving the relic, Jacob's men capture a clone, and the real Halsey escapes. Makee unwittingly delivers the relics to the Covenant, intending to kill her post-activation. As John maneuvers the ship through the uncharted star system, malfunctions and a fire erupts. Kai swiftly extinguishes the flames, determined to press on despite the challenges. Upon reaching the planet, the team discreetly dispatches guards, avoiding alarm triggers. Merging the relics, John and Makee sense each other. Dizziness overcomes John, exposing him to the enemy. The Hierarchs release a formidable army, leading to a fierce clash between Spartans and Sangheli warriors. Overwhelmed, John confronts the alien leader, but is on the brink of defeat. Makee intervenes, activating the relic to repel the aliens. In the aftermath, Kai sacrifices Makee to save John. Cortana takes control, decimating the remaining aliens, and the Spartans escape with the relics. As John's fate hangs in uncertainty, Cortana's actions leave audiences to interpret his possible revival.